Okay, our next student presenter is from Idaho State University, and it's Krystoff Kissoon.
On April 13, 2021, Marcus Anthony Singh, a 27-year-old Guyanese-born immigrant to Trinidad and Tobago, was found murdered in his apartment. Clad only in his underwear, Marcus was discovered on the floor, face down, stabbed to death. Marcus was a brilliant and talented fashion designer and a proud member of and advocate for the LGBTQ community, but he was perhaps best known to me as the beautiful, iconic local drag queen, Maria Venus Raj. Good afternoon. My name is Krystoff Kissoon, and Marcus and I are not so different. I too am 27 years old. I too am of East Indian descent. I was born in TNT, and like Marcus, I migrated for the chance of freedom and opportunity. Under the slightest change in circumstances, it could have easily been me. While it may seem like LGBTQ rights is getting better in countries like the United States, the sad reality is that in countries like mine, the very lives of LGBTQ individuals are at stake. In fact, Marcus's murder has yet to be classified as a hate crime, and there's been no justice to this date. I remember growing up in my Catholic all-boys high school, hearing slurs about batty boys and buller men, Trinidadian slang for faggot. I went clubbing and saw my generation grinding to artists like Buju Banton, whose lyrics instructed listeners to shoot batty boy dead. Apart from the decriminalization of same-sex intimacy in 2018, there are zero protections for LGBTQ individuals. So I decided to dedicate my research to investigating why, in the hopes that what happened to Marcus would never happen to another member of the LGBTQ community. I began my research by conducting a survey, and my findings suggest that LGBTQ rights remain elusive in my country for three main reasons. First, the people of TNT are very religious and perceive LGBTQ rights as a violation of their moral and religious beliefs. Second, the national government holds all the power, preventing local government from experimenting with LGBTQ rights. And third, the two main political parties intentionally maintain a culture of silence. So where are LGBTQ rights advocates supposed to go to make their voices heard? What is the average person who cares about this important issue but sees no difference between the parties or candidates to do? My research is uncovering these answers and illuminating a path forward so that one day Trinidad and Tobago can fulfill the promise in its national anthem. Here, every creed and race find an equal place.
Good job. That was quite the powerful statement. So how long have you been here in the United States?
Since 2014, so about
2014.
8 years.
Okay. And have you been back home?
Yes, I actually just came back from a vacation. I got to spend 5 weeks with my family, and it was everything I needed.
Oh, great, great. And so the research, do you have a chance to interact with people in your country as you're doing your research? Is that how you're doing it?
Yes, I've been collecting surveys virtually online, and I had the chance to do some field work as well when I was on the island.
Great, great. Well, thank you.
Thank you.